Hello. Okay. Okay.
Lucas tried to run back onto it, but Fermin sends it back to Inigo Martinez. Kubasi into Pedri, quickly out to Koundé. He's got Lamine Yamal making a run ahead of him, but it's been won back by Camavinga, who tried to play it quickly down the line to Vinicius. It goes out for a throw.
We're seeing at the moment Real Madrid trying to press Barcelona. It's not one of the aspects of the game that they really dominate a lot. We're seeing at the moment Real Madrid trying to press Barcelona. It's not the best, but of course they're going to do it at the beginning of the season, of the game, and see if they can catch any ball and recover some ball for Barcelona. Barcelona are good at in the build-up, so this is one of the things that Barcelona have to be calm. If Real Madrid presses, they have to keep playing and if they're able to get through this press, they will get some chances.
Long ball up to Mbappe. He's got Vinicius with him. Bellingham is there as well. Vinicius tries to play it back to Mbappe. Barcelona have it once more. Pedri. Lewandowski plays it back to Balde.
That's fantastic skill, isn't it? Good control from Kylian Mbappe.
Four goals in 6 games for him against Barcelona. 6 in 4, I should say. That's obviously playing for PSG. Lunin out to Mondi. Long control, that means it runs to Pedri. Into the area from Lamine Yamal, headed away by Rudiger. The referee thought about blowing his whistle there, but in the end he didn't. And it's Madrid on the break. Vinicius running through the middle as Mbappe tries to get past Balde. He's found Camavinga. Back to Mondi.
Barcelona.
Yeah, the line is still pretty high. It depends where the ball is.
Can't drop very much. It's maybe
Tried to find Bellingham. Inigo Martinez intercepts. Here's Pedri. Into Lamine Yamal. Drifts effortlessly away from one and then from two. And slips that one through so nearly for Rafinha. Just a little bit too much on it, and it runs through to Lunin.
But that's a big threat for Real Madrid. When Lamine gets the ball, there is a lot of movement up front. Fermin was not there, but the one who attacked that space left by Fermin was Rafinha, that we said in the pre-match program that he has all the freedom to move whatever he wants. He interprets, he reads very well the spaces, and the pass was good. He didn't get it, but well, Rafinha will be one of the main threats for Real Madrid.
Lucas. Misplaced pass, and Lewandowski wins it back for Barcelona. Here's Lamine Yamal over the top for Lewandowski. Lewandowski tried to hit it on the volley, and it bounces back into the arms of Lunin. A let-off for Real Madrid.
Those are the mistakes that Real Madrid can't make. If they are not used to build up from the back, I think it's better for them to play long balls and then to try to find the space in behind, or try to control the ball as Mbappe did in the previous play, and to go for the second ball.
An early problem, it seems, to Rafinha, Matt.
Indeed, Pete. It looks like he caught a bit of the boot from Militao there in that challenge, but he's just been helped up to his feet by his fellow countryman, and he looks to be okay, so I think he'll be all right to carry on.
And the 2 balls that Real Madrid lost, it was from Lucas Vázquez, and it's because Lucas Vázquez wants to play the ball on feet, and the Real Madrid players, they have in mind that they have to go forward. Everybody wants to break forward, and there was a couple of misunderstandings, but that shows us the idea of the Real Madrid players, Pete, which is every time that we have the ball, let's gonna break forward, let's gonna run into the space, and sometimes by doing that, he commits a little mistake in the build-up, but the idea, of course, is very clear.
We saw that nervous kick out from Lunin a moment ago. Obviously, 2 not first choice keepers up against each other tonight. Here's Bellingham. Back to Lunin. Looking for Mbappe. It's won by Inigo Martinez. Pedri turns away from Valverde. Into Casado. Back to Kubasi, Casado once more into Lewandowski, who goes down, and the referee buys that. He says yes, foul against Militao. Kunde back to Kubasi. Militao's not happy.
Well, Lewandowski, apart from scoring goals, Pete, this season is been very important for Barcelona by doing that. When Barcelona press and they don't have the capacity to build from the back, they normally play these long balls to Lewandowski. Is very good at it this season. I think he's in a fantastic moment, and they use him a lot to do that. And what we're seeing at the moment is Bellingham just chasing Alejandro Balde. Well,
Bellingham's got some work to do here. Inigo Martinez heads that across the face of the 6-yard box, but straight to Lunin.
But it's not the situation that Real Madrid supporters and manager want to see, which is Bellingham really chasing Balde, because Rafinha is with Lucas Vázquez, and he's at the moment more defending than attacking. What a ball.
Long one for Vinicius, and the clearance runs to Mbappe, and the goalkeeper's out, and that sails over the top of the crossbar. It could have ended worse for Barcelona.
Once again, long ball, one mistake.
But look how open were the centre-backs of Barcelona. You've been a centre-back yourself, Aitor. So it is true that Real Madrid strikers, they separate, they move away from each other, and they create a big gap, and that causes a lot of problems to the Barcelona centre-backs.
Flick on from Lewandowski. Lamine Yamal is away here. Not sure if the flag is up. Lamine Yamal shoots, and it's saved by Lunin. And I think this flag stayed down, did it not, Matt?
I believe it did, Pete. It looked like he was onside, so a bit of a wasted chance there. Very, very good chance. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Will be disappointed with that, Lamine Yamal.
Real opportunity for Barcelona. Koundé back to Casado, into Fermin. Manages to win it back after almost losing it.
Shading, but better.
4 for Real Madrid.
Barcelona
Barcelona tried to advance. Casado into Rafinha, turns away from Tchouaméni, finds Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, we know what he can do, cutting in on inside on his left foot. He still has it. Koundé in support. Pedri. Fermin, and cleared by Rudiger, but not too far. Rafinha out to Balde, Bellingham in pursuit. And another nervous pass from the goalkeeper, this time at the other end from Iñaki Peña. Camavinga, Mbappe's in here, he's got Bellingham in the middle, he squares it, Bellingham, was it saved? For the moment, well, the flag is up. Well, Bellingham, who hasn't scored so far this season, on the end of that Mbappe cross. Let's have a look here.
I think that's offside, but it's again very, very tight, and Cubarsí don't even see him. So Cubarsí is looking at the ball. Íñigo, who is the one that he should take care of Kylian Mbappe, is not on top of him. And great save by Iñaki Peña, by the way.
Yeah, great save.
We were speaking about the Balde chasing Bellingham, but look at where Bellingham is now arriving there.
Back to Cubarsí.
What we're seeing, Pete, is Real Madrid just running into a lot of offside situations at the moment, but they were very, very tight. And again, I'm sure that one of these moves, there will be onside. There will be a potential chance for Real Madrid. So, well, they have it very clear. They will keep making the runs, and it's just to choose the right timing in the moment of the pass and the run, and that was it. So,
well, Barcelona are the team that catch their opponents offside more than any other side in Europe at the moment, but they are against Vinicius and Mbappe, who average 35 kilometres per hour, top speed, so that's part of why this game is even more fascinating perhaps than Clásicos we've seen in recent seasons. Vinicius is underneath this one, but Cubarsí heads it clear.
And what's happening is the two centre-backs of Barcelona are completely alone, because Jules Koundé is just going on Camavinga, who is now the one who's making the width in midfield, and that leaves the two centre-backs with Mbappe and Vinicius. So it's a 1v1 situation all the game. And let me talk quickly about this player, the young Marc Casado. Fantastic so far. He touched the ball in this occasion, but working, recovering, good by reading the spaces and receiving the ball. Fantastic season so far for Marc.
Balde will run back onto this as well. The referee will play the advantage, despite that challenge from Lucas. And the ball goes all the way back to Iñaki Peña. It's Rafinha caught by Militao. Valverde. Fermin is the furthest forward at the moment for Barcelona, but Casado goes wide left to Rafinha. Balde's making the run. Lewandowski and Fermin are in the middle, so is Lamine Yamal. Misplaced pass that Fede Valverde steams onto, but it's won back by Pedri. Here's Casado. Almost through to Fermin Lopez. An important block that from Rudiger, but he's given it straight back to Pedri. Lamine Yamal. Koundé back to Lamine Yamal. Rudiger with the clearance. Camavinga wins that one and then goes down under the challenge from Fermin.
Good job of Camavinga, Aitor, playing left in midfield.
Yeah,
possibly not his best position, but doing very good.
Very good, and again,
Bellingham forward, surely that's offside. Mbappe has run onto it. Will he get the shot away? Well, he passes instead to Vinicius, and Vinicius can finish here. He puts it over the top, and the flag now has gone up.
Well, Vini wasn't even following Kylian Mbappe because he saw it very clear, the offside. Look at the defense line of Barcelona, halfway line. Cubarsí is the one that sees Kylian Mbappe, he decides to stop, and good decision in that case, and well, that's the finish, but it wasn't counting. I think what Real Madrid are doing is still using the two strikers to break through, to break forward, which is good. I think one of the runs will be a good one, but they should use more the midfielders, isn't it? Players like Bellingham, like Valverde, coming from behind, it's difficult that they get caught in offside situations.
Yeah, but I think even knowing those players can arrive from the second line, it should be something or without the ball or traveling with the ball, because they are not players like Toni Kroos or Luka Modric, so they can arrive, but most of the times running with the ball.
Well, he's made a couple of good stops in the first 20 minutes, but he's also put the ball out of play a couple of times. Iñaki Peña, Camavinga with the throw. We saw Rafinha there having words with the referee, presumably still talking to him about the earlier challenge from Militao. Long ball forward towards Bellingham, who was also in an offside position.
Just a word on Iñaki Peña, Pete. Down here at the touchline, you get the sense that he has that little hesitation, that little second of doubt, which has seen him put the ball out a couple of times. You can slowly, you know, sort of see perhaps that the criticisms over the past couple of weeks are maybe affecting him, but you do get the sense that he has that second of doubt that could be critical in this game. So we'll keep an eye on him.
That's his pass out to Cubarsí. Cubarsí plays it forward. Rafinha flicks it on towards Fermin. He's up against Rudiger. Rudiger clears, but only as far as Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal away from Rudiger, through to Rafinha. Rafinha turns Lucas, there's a man over here. He doesn't need him, shoots, but the ball over the top. And the complaints come in from Balde that he should have been played in there.
Yeah, Balde was right. I think Rafinha said he had to, but he had a long time to give the ball to Alex Balde. It's not a bad decision, because when he had a shot, he had distance to try to shoot on goal, but Balde was in better position.
And now it was Real Madrid who were defending man-to-man, no man-to-man, 1v1 Militao and Rudiger. Yeah.
Vinicius tries to turn Cubarsí, wins the free kick.
But once again, the chance of Barcelona has arrived from a mistake of Rudiger clearing the ball.
Here is Antonio Rudiger. Monday forward to Camavinga. Nice layoff from Vinicius into Chamonix. He's giving it back to him. It's Koundé in a race with Vinicius. Vinicius gets there first, cuts inside. Vinicius, and he steered it past the post. What an opportunity that was. He twisted and turned his way from Jules Koundé, but he couldn't hit the target.
Well, he tried a couple of times to finish to the near post. The move is fantastic. I know he knows when he's ahead of Koundé, just gets across him. Koundé can't touch him. The last touch, this one is fantastic on Cubarsí. And I think possibly the finishing would have been easier on the far post, but he decided to go to the near post and to surprise Iñaki Peña. This is one of the moments that we've been talking about, Pete. There will be a moment where the pass is right, the timing is good, it won't be offside, and they will have the chance. That very, very clear chance. And let's see Pedri.
Yeah, we'll go pitch side to Matt, because as we can see, Pedri has a problem with what looks like his left ankle, Matt.
That's right, Pete. He was clutching his left ankle for a good while, and he was rolling around on the floor in what seemed to be real pain. So we'll keep an eye on it. The medical assistants are ready to come on, but it looks like they're applying a little bit of that magic spray. So hopefully that will help him to get back on his feet and recover. But it didn't look good. He really looked like he was in a lot of pain, but it looks like now he's going to be okay to carry on. He's just hobbling off the pitch some speed right now.
It looks unintentional. I think Chamonix just passes the ball and he steps on him, but the twist of the ankle is there. So he twists his ankle. It's going to be painful, but hopefully it'll be okay.
Thank you to John and Gavi, the two midfield players that jump off the team sheets in terms of substitutes. Lucas Vázquez has a throw on the far side for Real Madrid. Pedri looks okay.
We could think at the beginning.
Pete did jump up onto. Sorry, go on, Chapo.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say those two players did jump up to warm up very quickly, but you know, just a minute after they were told to sit back down by Hansi Flick. So Pedri looking all okay, thankfully. All yours, Chapo.
Now, I was going to say that we could even think that this game, by being so early in the season, is not going to decide anything. It won't be very intense and high pace here from the beginning, and it's been unbelievable, the intensity and the pace of the game from the minute one.
Absolutely.
And the game is that we have been predicted, because you know, Barcelona trying to play the way that they are playing, with the defense really high, and Real Madrid trying to find those spaces. So it's nice because again, both teams are doing what they are used to do. Forward to Mbappe. Camavinga has made the run through and he's on the end of this. Camavinga with a chance into the side netting. Flag up again, possibly. Well, you were talking about the runs from deep, Chappy, and there was one of them.
Again, offside. Very well done by Pau Cubarsí. Very tight again. But it's good. As long as the player who plays the offside can see in front of him the striker, it is a good decision. When you stop and you don't see the striker is at your back, then it's difficult. But the last two times, Pau Cubarsí was looking at the striker and he decided well.
Lewandowski up against Rudiger. He got some help there from Lamine Yamal. Still Lamine Yamal. Camavinga wins it back. Here's Mondi. Looning up to Vinicius. Long ball forward from Camavinga, which Mbappe will chase. It's cleared by Iñaki Peña. Vinicius is complaining to the referee. Seems to be leaning back into Cubarsí there.
Xavi, you said before the game the importance of the role of Iñaki Peña being as a libre behind the defender.
The sweeper keeper.
Yes, exactly.
Here they go again. It's Bellingham this time. He's got Mbappe in the middle. Possible chance coming up for Real Madrid, but Bellingham can't keep it in play.
But this time I think it was onside, and it was a midfielder making the run. Let's see Bellingham, number 5, making the run. Of course, it's onside. That's the key of the game. These runs have to be made by the midfielders, as we said.
Balde. through to Rafinha, out comes Lunin, strong and confident, and he bowls that one out to Mandi.
And it's long times that we don't see teams playing with sweepers, isn't it, Pete? But now the sweepers are the goalkeepers. It used to be a time where they play with centre-backs and the sweepers 15 yards behind, isn't it?
Vinicius late on Casado. And here is Marc Casado. Pedri into Fermin. Pedri out to Balde. Balde back to Pedri, and Pedri goes for goal. Lunin bats that one away and crossed into the middle by Lewandowski, and it was Militao with a very important block because Fermin was ghosting in behind him.
That's a superb defensive move from Militao. Good save from Lunin. I don't know if he could have held the ball or not, and then the cross was very, very dangerous, isn't it? Fantastic block from the Real Madrid.
Really difficult to defend this kind of balls.
Barcelona corner. In it comes to the near post. Rudiger heads it away, only as far as Pedri. Koundé back to Pedri. Pedri crosses to the back post. Rafinha once more. Rafinha puts it back into the area, and the header just over the top from Íñigo Martínez. Well, he's never scored in the league for Barcelona. He has scored in the Champions League this season, and his header sails just over.
What a season Íñigo is doing. A lot of a few years in Barcelona, or injuries, or something happened, but now this year is showing how good he is.
We're talking a lot about centre-backs, and you were a centre-back yourself, I thought. He's not the biggest, he's not possibly the quickest, but how intense, how clever, always choosing the right time in his moves. Fantastic defender, isn't it?
And his personality, I think even when he wasn't playing in the changing room, I think he's a really important player for the team as a man of you know, experience, personality, and to support the young players in this changing room at this moment.
And left-footed, good in the build-up, so important for Barcelona.
Well, they said he would struggle playing Hansi Flick's high line. We haven't seen it yet, really. As you both say, he's had a fantastic start to the season. One ball out to Lucas Vázquez. Slips that one through to Kylian Mbappé. The first chance over the goalkeeper into the back of the net, and Kylian Mbappé marks his first Clasico with a goal on 29 minutes. It's Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 0.
Yes.
Well, the move was fantastic. I thought that it was offside when I saw the first run, or the run of Kylian Mbappé, the moment of the pass. We're gonna be, of course, the VAR will check it. If he's onside, is a fantastic move, of course, of Kylian. A great finish, I thought.
Yeah, you said we were expecting offside, but you know, you said sometimes yes, but sometimes not. When they started in the right position, it was going to be goal.
Well, it was 2 against 1 down the Real Madrid right, but in the end Bellingham wasn't the option used. It's very, very tight.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be offside because of his right knee, possibly. But again, very, very, very tight.
Yeah.
And well, Barcelona at the moment are being saved by inches most of the times.
Yeah.
And I still think that this is offside, but we'll see.
Well, it's Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez who's in conversation with Alejandro Muñiz Ruiz.
Offside.
And there's the answer. So Mbappé doesn't have his first Clasico goal, and we're still at 0-0.
But I think it's sorry.
Sooner or later, the trap is going to be broken, isn't it? You sense.
Yeah, but you know, they had I don't know how many offside, but I think it's important even for Mbappé to score even when it's offside.
And Mbappé is this type of player like Vinicius, Speed, and I thought that they don't really need to be really on the verge of the offside because they're so pacey that even if they start the run 3 or 4 yards earlier, they will get to the ball before the defenders of Barcelona. So And I think in that case the problem was the late pass of Lucas Vázquez and offside.
But once again, all the credit at the Barcelona defenders, you know, because it's so difficult to defend, and the line, because you know how Kovacic was watching him, he was offside. How good Koundé was watching him, that he was offside. So very good.
Bellingham's underneath this one. In fact, it's Mbappe, and in the end it runs away from him. Well, Mbappe is knocking on the door in this, his first Clasico. He's already had the ball in the back of the net once. Here's Vinicius. Fermin slides in and puts that out for the Real Madrid throw.
Well, certainly Real Madrid are knocking on the door. They had, I don't know, we didn't count, but in how many offsides they just fell, but it should be a lot, possibly more than 10. And well, Barcelona is still alive. How powerful he is. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Once again, Indigo really good.
And this time, Matt, it's Robert Lewandowski who's down.
That's right, Pete. He's complaining of getting an elbow in the lower back region from Rudiger there. The two of them have been at it pretty much for the whole game. There's been a lot of pulling, a lot of shoving, and he's still on the floor there, and he is really complaining to the referee, just making his thoughts known. But just keep an eye on Rudiger because, you know, according to Lewandowski, he got quite a nasty elbow in the back there.
Well, I think he had his arms up, but possibly the knock was with his knee. We didn't see. But there was a previous one of Lucas Vázquez on Rafinha. Well, we hope that the game stays like it is, intense but with no bad tackles.
And Madrid so far offside 7 times, which I think is one more than Barcelona on average. 6 times against their rivals. Inigo Martinez plays the ball out to Balde. He's got Fermin ahead of him. Bellingham.
And Pirik, and I thought good news to see players like Militao, that they've been gone through a very nasty injury, a long injury. Thinking also in Carvajal, who's gonna go through the same. Marc Bernal for Barcelona. So fortunately, these injuries, the players, they fully recover. So it's a good example of Militao.
And it's nice because on the other hand you have Alaba, which is suffering a lot, and
it's taking long with Alaba. It's taking very long.
And the news are not positive about his comeback. So
because it was the same injury, isn't it?
Yeah,
it was
ACL.
Well, it's not great news for Carlo Ancelotti because he doesn't have too many numbers at the back. This one goes out to Balde from Iñaki Peña. Here's Lucas Vázquez into Bellingham. Lucas Vázquez with the throw. Strong again and plays in Camavinga and then makes his way into the penalty area in Mbappe. Vinicius is there as well. It's pulled back to Mandi. Now with Vinicius against Jules Koundé.
Is it 8th offside for Real Madrid?
Offside number 8.
Look at the line, is perfect.
The Barcelona line is unbelievable. How quick they go out.
Leave, yeah.
To Lamine Yamal, Camavinga slides in. Balde wins the header. Lucas puts that out for a pass to throw. Inigo Martinez into Lewandowski, who's fouled by Militao.
It's going to be a tough game for Lewandowski today with Militao and Rudiger.
Well, we just see the earlier incident there between Lewandowski and Rudiger. Here's Lamine Yamal. Gets the shot away. And wants the corner.
Well, he's asking that Camavinga, I think he was the one who deflected that ball, he touched the ball. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Back by Pedri. Here's Fermin, Casado. Pass was intended for Fermin. Bellingham slightly late there on Casado, and maybe sufficiently late for there to be a yellow. No, just a talking to.
I think Casado was going to the field expecting that the youth was going to arrive.
Martinez leaves the free kick for Casado. Rafinha into Pedri. Koundé. Fermin working his way into the penalty area. Lewandowski's there as well. Really good clears to Mondi. He's under pressure though, Mondi. Wins the throw.
Mendy in that position sometimes is really unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to do.
Well, it's one of the positions that Real Madrid still have some doubt, isn't it? When Fran plays there, he's very good offensively also. Some doubts in defense.
And it's a position where Roberto Carlos was, Marcelo was, so he's a
very, very offensive players, isn't it?
Here's Pedri trying to find Fermin. Lewandowski! And flag was up.
One more offside bit.
Yep, this time for Barcelona. Koundé into Pedri. To Balde, he's got time and space, plays the cross. Fermin with the header, Rudiger clears. Casado back out to Balde. Up against Bellingham. Bellingham concedes the corner.
We were speaking about Bellingham's not scoring the same goals as last year, but the work that he's doing defending, he's arriving attacking, so how many kilometers he runs, how much he does for the team, and for sure one day the goals will arrive.
Well, we did wonder tonight if he might go back to the top of the midfield diamond, but he's very much on the right of that midfield line of four. As you mentioned earlier, a lot of the first half spent chasing Balde. In it comes the corner, out to Koundé. Though Bellingham wins the header. Camavinga. The crowd urging Madrid to launch the quick counter, but that pass behind Mbappe doesn't help them. They keep possession though. Lucas. Lucas ready to take the throw. 5 minutes to go before the break. Mbappe's had the ball in the net, but it didn't count. Barca have had their chances as well. Laid off by Rafinha. Lewandowski into Lamine Yamal, and he played the quick ball, but straight to Rudiger. Here's Bellingham.
Intensity on the game.
Vinicius drives to the byline. The cross comes in. Kubasek clears.
What a ball from Pedri was that. Unfortunately, Fermin didn't control it well, but what a ball. That's a non-stop game, isn't it? It's up and down, that's fantastic to watch. I'm not sure about the players, that I'm sure they want to stop and have a breath.
Well, maybe the benches will be more important than ever in the second half. Madrid, of course, with Modric. You mentioned Fran Garcia earlier. It was sometimes an option for Ancelotti as well. Goulet is there, of course, and Indrik.
Brahim is back.
And Brahim is back.
Yeah.
I think both of them can be interesting in the second half.
Yeah.
Because with the spaces, they can be really dangerous.
Gavi, Dani Olmo, Pablo Torre, who's scored 3 goals this season. Among the Barcelona options.
We haven't talked a lot about Iñaki Peña, but possibly this one could be the last game as a first choice for Barcelona.
Well, Szczesny's on the bench, so he's certainly ready to play his part as soon as he gets the call. There's a sense that they're waiting for the first mistake, aren't they? Which is maybe not the best situation for Iñaki Peña to find himself in, but Pedri. Chamonix wins that, but it runs to Casado. Fermin can't get the shot away because it's blocked by Camavinga. Vinicius is brought down by Casado, and he goes down, but that's not going to let him off the yellow card, which is coming out.
Yeah, I think he deserves the yellow card. It was a counter-attack. I think he might.
He did well.
Yeah, he got a knock in his calf here. So let's see if he can continue, but...
Is that another one of the keys of playing this high line, that if you have to, then a tactical foul when you lose the ball that high up the pitch?
You have to do it. You have to do it, and mainly with players like Vinicius, isn't it?
Look at it in the middle. No one wants the ball to take it.
The gap in midfield is huge. There's no players in midfield.
Back up to Lucas. Bellingham's made the run. Inigo Martinez would have wanted to put that out for a throw. He hasn't managed it. It's a corner.
Another corner, and Real Madrid is missing him a lot, but especially at set pieces, Real Madrid missing Toni Kroos a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that will be Lucas who takes the kick. They are literally queuing up to get on the end of it.
They're telling him to wait. We don't know why.
And it comes from Lucas. Mbappe was closest to it. Chamonix back to Fede Valverde. Free kick to Barcelona. Martinez running into the elbow of, or moving into the elbow of Rudiger. Here's Jules Koundé for Barcelona. Long towards Lewandowski. Monde cuts it out.
Just an additional 2 minutes of added time, Pete, so we'll go to 47.
The line.
Rudiger's free kick is blocked by Jules Koundé, that he used his arm there. That's certainly what around about 78,000 people thought, but the referee had the best view. Kept in play by Lewandowski. Fermin trying to find Rafinha, cut out by Lucas Vázquez. Militao will bring it away for Real Madrid, but gives it straight to Inigo Martinez.
I think that Real Madrid are trying to do their game, which is, well, easily they could have succeeded a couple of times because they were very tight outside. But let's see, Lamine, let's see, you can explain later.
Well, he's played it into Fermin. It's Casado into Lewandowski. Vinicius lays that one off to Fede Valverde. Fede Valverde goes long, but there's not a runner this time. There is now, it's Bellingham. He's putting Inigo Martinez under pressure, but Inigo Martinez plays it to Balde.
I say, Pete, that Real Madrid possibly in the second half, apart from trying to do the same, they should try to play more in the last third, to lean, to combine. They're very good at it also. At the moment, they only use the long balls. Let's see in the second half they do something different.
Well, no score at half-time, Aitor. Carlo Ancelotti, will he be happy with that first 45 minutes? Some things to change, as Chappie suggests, maybe varying it a little bit in the way they attack Barcelona.
I think they were doing well, and as we were speaking, it's just for the strikers to do the movement at the right time, and now to tell the players to arrive from the second line, like players like Valverde, like Camavinga, like Jude Bellingham, because the Barcelona defenders are waiting and are expecting Vinicius and Mbappe doing those kind of movements, but this other midfield
Salah! Astonishing! Like an arrow into the bullseye of the top corner. Well, you've had your golf chip. That's a drive down the fairway. Plus, plus, plus. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. They've just heard the news at the Stadium of Light. 2 goals in added time for Manchester City to snatch the title away from Manchester United. Stupendous!
Madeira, Manchester, Madrid, Turin and Manchester again. Wreathed in red. Restored to this great gallery of the game. A walking work of art. Vintage, beyond valuation, beyond forgery or imitation. 18 years since that trembling teenager of touch and tease first tiptoed onto this storied stage. Now in his immaculate maturity, CR7 reunited. In by Kulusevski. Kane! That is extraordinary! He has gone and stolen it back! Melodrama upon melodrama! City thought they had saved it. You are never saved! Face to face with Harry Kane, and Conte has found the way. Pep's pain. Kane's utopia. He was beautiful. He was the point of difference. He has always been the point of difference. Unparalleled. And maybe...
What a head, son! What a head! Well, you take a tap-in these circumstances. What you have seen is a champion. Salah! Astonishing! Like an arrow into the bullseye of the top corner. Well, you've had your golf chip. That's a drive down the fairway. Plus, plus, plus. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. They've just heard the news at the Stadium of Light. 2 goals in added time for Manchester City to snatch the title away from Manchester United. Stupendous!
Madeira, Manchester, Madrid, Turin and Manchester again. Wreathed in red. Restored to this great gallery of the game. A walking work of art. Vintage, beyond valuation, beyond forgery or imitation. 18 years since that trembling teenager of touch and tease first tiptoed onto this storied stage. Now in his immaculate maturity, CR7 reunited. In by Kulusevski. Kane! That is extraordinary! He has gone and stolen it back! face with Harry Kane, and Conte has found the way. Pep's pain, Kane's utopia. He was beautiful. He was the point of difference. He has always been the point of difference. Unparalleled. And maybe today there will, of course, always be those who argue, always be those who debate. And the debate can rage on if you like. But as he falls in love with the object in the world that his heart most desired, it is hard to escape the supposition that he has rendered himself today the greatest of all time.
He belongs in a different galaxy altogether than we are living in.
Cushioned header, but Gerrard! Oh, you beauty! What a head, son! What a head! Well, you take a tap in these circumstances. What you have seen is a champion. Salah! Astonishing! Like an arrow into the bullseye of the top corner. Well, you've had your golf chip. That's a drive down the fairway. Plus, plus, plus. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. They've just heard the news at the Stadium of Light. 2 goals in.
Can think about it.
Is that the obvious first change, Aitor, Luca?
I think it's the only thing that Real Madrid is missing, a little bit more football in the middle of the pitch, because the game plan is clear, but it's true that with Luca on the pitch, the last pass, we could see the game against Celta de Vigo last week, and one pass from Luca was the goal of Vinicius. So with Luca on the pitch, for sure, everything will change.
And as a team also, Aitor, you will save energies, because Luca will have the ball. Luka Modric, we're talking about, he'll have the ball, he will control the game. Real Madrid will have longer possession, so they won't need to be chasing Barcelona all the time and being so intense, so they will be able to rest a little bit with the ball.
And in terms of Barca's first change, Chapia Casado won't necessarily condition it, but he has been booked. Who would you look to on the bench as maybe being the first man that Flick turns to?
Well, I think that Dani Olmo possibly is the best option. Fermin is doing well, he's working, but in terms of quality, goal, the last pass, the quality movement in the last third, Dani Olmo is better than Fermin, so we might see him coming on the second half. Let's see the physicality of Marc Casado and Pedri, so Gavi can come on, also Frenkie de Jong. Well, we talk about Frenkie de Jong and he's gonna come on. I don't know if there is any problem. It's too early to me to make a substitution as a halftime, but let's see if someone's got a physical problem.
Maybe Casado for the yellow card, to start this transitions.
Yeah. Well, his last start in a Barcelona shirt was against Real Madrid, and it's Fermin, as you say, Aitor, who's the man who makes way. So many problems for Frenkie de Jong with injuries, so many false dawns as well. When was he going to come back? And Barca fans started to wonder if he would come back, but there he is out there, and he's not just out there, he's wearing the captain's armband.
Well, Frenkie de Jong, a player who's got a lot of capacity to get forward also, but he helps in the build-up. He will play in a deeper position than Fermin. Let's see if Pedri is the one who takes that Fermin position as number 10, but, well, now Barcelona really reinforcing the midfield.
So, ready to get back underway. Real Madrid against Barcelona, the season's first Clasico, with Barcelona enjoying at the moment a 3-point lead over their great rivals. Casado out to Koundé, and it is, as you say, as you said, Chappy, Pedri, who's slotted into that Fermin role just behind Lewandowski. Is Rafinha out to Balde. Pass was behind Koundé, out for a throw.
So Marc Casado, as you said, Pedri playing more as a number 10 role, and Marc Casado, the two centre-backs, building with three in line, so easier for Barcelona to get through the possible press of Real Madrid.
Casado out to Balde. Once more. Koundé as an option to his right, plays instead to Lewandowski, tried to lay that off to Pedri, comes out to Koundé. Koundé with the cross, and headed away by Militao. And out for Barcelona.
Militao again.
Fantastic clearance.
Well, there was a very important block, several very important blocks from him in the first half. That's another one of them. De Jong away from Camavinga. Pedri trying to find Rafinha. Took a chance there, hit Lewandowski, it's run to Lamine Yamal. And it almost ran to Pedri, it was Chalmini who slid in. De Jong out to Koundé. Across to Casado. A few whistles, just a sense that Barcelona might have started the second half a little bit better than Real Madrid. The ball goes back to Casado. De Jong into Pedri. Moving forward to Vinicius. And he wins the foul.
And we heard a comment from, I think it was just Koundé, said to Frankie de Jong, sin falta. Means don't make a foul on him, but well, it's difficult when he's going.
Lucas Vazquez, the early ball into Mbappé. First touch, tried to take him inside onto his right foot. He's won the corner.
That was a great ball from Lucas. The control just let him down a little bit, and very concentrated. Pau Cubarsí once again.
How mature he's on the pitch.
Still 17, isn't it, Pau?
Still 17, Pau Cubarsí.
What's happening, Naito?
We're still in the school at that time.
Corner into the near post, headed away by Rafinha. Helped on by Lamine Yamal. As far as Monday.
Look at them.
Whoa, that's
six
a long
players. Six Real Madrid players behind Barcelona defenders.
Yeah.
Back to Casado, under pressure from Fede Valverde. Back to his goalkeeper, who needs to get rid of this quickly. Does so. Out to Jules Koundé. Casado. Ball over the top for Lewandowski. Trying to stay down. Rudiger back to Lunin. Lucas looking for Bellingham. There you Sergio Martinez back to his goalkeeper, Iñaki Peña.
Yeah, good decision now, didn't risk it. Vinicius was pressing, and I think Modric's time is getting closer, isn't it?
Yeah, every single second is closer because again, look at they don't have clear ideas about playing the ball. Now the ball is on Lucas. Nobody's going to him to help him. Look at Valverde or Tchouaméni now, all of them more or less stop. So, but again, look at the line again.
Mbappe up against Jules Koundé. He's got Vinicius to his right, but Koundé comes away with the ball. Casado, calm as you like into Pedri, back to Koundé.
Chappie, you mentioned Luka Modric. He was let's just see this potential counter.
Well, it's Lamine Yamal who goes for goal, and comfortably saved, Matt, by Lunin.
We're speaking a lot about the...
Comfortably saved, as you said.
Go on. You said about Luka Modric.
Sorry, Chap. I just wanted to mention he was the first player to come out and warm up for Real Madrid, so he's now been joined by several other players, Arda Güler, Ibrahim Diaz.
Vinicius with a shot, it takes a slight deflection and goes behind for a corner. Madrid starting to show their teeth in this second half. So Modric warming up, as Matt tells us, but and there are the right line queue, the Real Madrid substitutes. We can see Fran Garcia is Brahim is there as well. I think I saw Fran Garcia as well.
Ceballos also, it can be an option in midfield.
This was I was going to say that I would like to see Ceballos because he's another player who can have impact.
Vasquez with the corner, it's a deeper one. It goes beyond Lewandowski. Bellingham goes down, and his body language is very much, was that not a foul? Not too many protests from the players around him. He's still remonstrating. Let's have a look at it here.
Well, this is one of the hundreds of fouls that is always in the box and never been given. So
Militao goes long.
And for Barcelona also we see Pablo Torre, Fati, Gerard.
Gavi was there as well.
Gavi was there waiting, warming up.
Casado slides that through to Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes for goal. Lewandowski scores. Surely the flag goes up. It stayed down. Barcelona have taken the lead. Well, surely this will be looked at. But Robert Lewandowski, for the moment, has his 13th goal of the season. Barcelona's travelling 500 strong. Support, celebrate. Hansi Flick celebrates in his technical area. It's Real Madrid 0, Football Club Barcelona 1.
Well, it seemed to me very tight, but possibly the one that is stayed and he played Lewandowski on was Ferland Mendy. I think let's see again.
Well, Lamine just, it looks as if Lamine said to Robert Lewandowski there, were you onside? And there was a nod from the Polish striker. We'll find out soon enough if this is going to be looked at by Alejandro Muñiz-Ruiz, but for the moment, Barca have the advantage. We can see it here. Goes back to Casado.
No, it's Ferland Mendy playing him.
Mendy playing him onside, so the goal will stand, and Barca are in the ascendancy. 5 minutes, 10 minutes into the second half.
We've seen and we've been speaking about how good Barcelona is doing the line, and you can see now the line of Real Madrid. That is the difference when you have in front this kind of players with that quality. If you are not perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And to do that, you know that you've been a defender also as me, that you need to work it a lot. When you play the offside, the line moving up and down and stopping at the same time, you need to work it a lot in training sessions. So Barcelona did pretty good, very good. And, well, Real Madrid in this case did not.
Well, what an extraordinary third season Robert Lewandowski is having. He got 23 goals to Barcelona in his first season. They won the league 19 last season, and some people in positions of power at Barcelona seem to be of the opinion that he was the problem and not the solution. Well, Hansi Flick certainly sees it differently, and he is thriving again under Hansi Flick, and he has the goal that separates these two teams at the moment. Koundé with the ball back to Kubasi. Salo stretching just to send that forward to Pedri. Here's De Jong. De Jong with the ball over the top for Balde. Balde with a cross, Lewandowski with a header, it's 2-0! Robert Lewandowski has scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, and suddenly Barcelona are in control of this Clasico. They've come out far the better of the teams in the second period. It's Real Madrid 0, Robert Lewandowski 2.
Well, the finishing is great. The cross is unbelievable. Great cross from Alejandro Balde. But the previous movement to that, the way that they moved the ball to play the ball to Alex Balde that was running forward was extraordinary. I don't know if we will have time to watch it again. Well, that was great. You only see the last pass, and Lewandowski in between centre backs. None of them is picking him up.
Yes, again, the difference between Barca defense and Real Madrid defense. So we're speaking about how good Militao and Rudiger was doing, but this kind of mistakes in this kind of games is difficult to understand.
Well, but the 2 finishes have been extraordinary, Pete. The one with the right foot on close to the post, and this one with the head was an extraordinary finishing, and Balde very, very happy, of course.
Hansi Flick's header wasn't bad either in his technical area, as he enjoyed that goal, the second goal of the game for Lewandowski for Barcelona. It's Camavinga out to Vinicius. Up against Koundé. Showed him that side, and he went that side, but Koundé putting the ball out for a corner.
We're speaking about Íñigo Martínez, about what does of Jules Koundé.
Yeah, Koundé was definitely a right back. He's not anymore a centre back. Not with Barcelona and not with the national team. He's playing as a right back and doing very, very good. But this is far from over, Pete, isn't it? It's BERNABÉU, still 30 minutes to go.
Lucas Vázquez with the corner. It's headed away by Lewandowski. Well, Barcelona took the lead in both of last season's Clásicos and lost both of them. Casillo puts that one out for a corner.
Well, still a lot of power. As you said, Modric, Brahim, Hendrik. So
Lucas with the corner, bent in towards Chalmany. Cleared by Casillo. Camavinga sends it back out to Lucas. Monti's under pressure from Lewandowski. He's recovered well. Koundé steps in and wins that one.
That's a mistake of Camavinga, isn't it? It was a perfect run from Ferland Mendy, asking for the ball. And Camavinga did not see him.
Well, Matt, presumably it's panic stations on the Madrid bench.
Lots of movement on the Madrid bench. All 5 substitutes at the moment that we mentioned before are still warming up, and at the moment Ancelotti hasn't actually called any of them over, but we'll see what happens.
With the
no
free
doubt
kick.
about it, I'm sure.
Lewandowski heads it clear. Well, they're expecting changes imminent, surely. We're approaching the hour mark, and Real Madrid are 2-0 down at home. Remember that record, 42 games unbeaten. It's under threat here. To Rudiger. Militao. Rudiger with the cross. Vinicius took it down on his knee. It's put out for another corner. Strange to see Rudiger and Militao both out there on the right wing. It ends with Madrid winning a corner. And again, Vázquez is the player who goes across to take it. Mbappe. Cross is driven in low. It's Lewandowski that clears it. out to Lucas Vázquez. It's Fede Valverde. Lewandowski clears again. Mbappe. Is he going to find the space for a shot? He is. Iñaki Peña makes the comfortable save.
Well, the reaction that we expected, Pete, isn't it? Real Madrid losing, and we didn't expect anything but that, which is pushing and creating danger and trying to look for Vinicius mainly. And let's see if Barcelona are able to get out of there. It will be important for Barcelona while they are pressed and pushed to try to score the third. That would be very, very important. Otherwise, it's going to be a long 30 minutes defending, because Madrid can make you defend for 20-25 minutes. So, well, let's see. Great ball, by the way, from Marc Casador to Leva.
And Aitor, we saw him midweek against Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund went 2-0 up and then tried to defend deep. Barcelona are obviously not going to do that. We know that for sure.
Barcelona is not Dortmund, and you know, in the moment that Barcelona is now, and they are keeping, again, look at the defensive line again, even winning 2-0. So Real Madrid is missing that player once again to try to play a little bit.
Yeah, it's time, isn't it? Possibly would have been time before, 5-10 minutes earlier, but I think now is very much needed. We're talking about Luka Modric, of course.
Yeah, or maybe Ceballos.
Well, I think the first one will be Luka Modric.
For sure.
Valverde hits it forward, but it's cleared by Íñigo Martínez. Lewandowski.
Chappie, I think Ancelotti has heard you, and he's called over Luka Modric, and he's stripping off and getting ready to get onto the pitch. So we'll see the Croatian in very, very soon indeed.
So, question for Aitor, and if Luka Modric comes on, who is going to come off? What do you think of the midfielders?
Camavinga, I think, because you know, Tchouaméni maybe can be used as a central defender. So if you have a problem defensively, you don't have another one to put on the pitch. So Valverde, for me, I think, not for me, for Carlo, I think is untouchable.
And also Bellingham, so it's too early.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I think I'll go for Camavinga too. What a finish, what a turn of his head to put it into the far post.
Or if he wants to be more offensive, Lucas, and to put Militao as a right back, Tchouaméni central defender, and Tchouaméni. Thank you, Carlo.
So Tchouaméni off and Modric on. Matt was telling us that he was the first to warm up at the start of the second half. He's now the first to come on. So can he change the game for Real Madrid, as we've seen him do before this season? Came off the bench last week and teed up Vinicius against Celta Vigo. Valverde, cut out by Rafinha, the run to Luka Modric. Camavinga. Vinicius into Mbappe. There's a chance here for Kylian Mbappe, and that's a top save from Peña. He's got more work to do, maybe. No, that's gone wide. Well, a great opportunity that for Mbappe. It was Modric on the rebound, but a fine save from Iñaki Peña, making only his 5th start tonight in the absence of Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
What a ball again from Vini with the outside of the foot, Aitor.
Yeah, and very good the keeper.
Very good, Iñaki, yeah. Well, if Flick is waiting for Iñaki's mistake, he will have to wait a little bit at the moment. There it is, Dani Olmo.
So another change then, Matt.
Indeed, another change for Barcelona. It's going to be Marc Casador, the youngster, coming off, and Dani Olmo coming on.
Well, that means that Pedri will drop his position. We see the goal, the right position, the onside position of Lewandowski, and of course Pedri will drop his position, and Dani Olmo is going to be doing Dani Olmo.
Straight into the action, Olmo. He sends that wide right to Lamine Yamal, away from Camavinga. Mendy makes the clearance. Nicely laid inside by Vinicius to Modric, and that's, well, I was going to say a superb pass, but Iñaki Peña read it and cleared it. Lucas to Fede Valverde. Mbappe continues. Mbappe up against Iñaki, finds the far corner. Is the flag up? Yes.
The flag is up, Pete. The flag is up.
He has not been lucky because every time that the flag is up, he finished very good, and the one that the flag was down, he just missed that opportunity.
But again, look at the line of Barcelona at the middle of the pitch.
Yeah.
And the linesman erring on the side of caution because he did look offside to Mbappe, but here comes Dani Olmo. Rafinha making a run ahead of him. He's played in Rafinha. Rafinha squares it to Lewandowski for the hat-trick. It's off the post. Well, that surely would have been game, set, match with 25 minutes left, 3-0. And Lewandowski with the opportunity to complete his hat-trick. Rafinha, he was onside.
Well, that was very tight. Possibly it was off. But that's a huge miss, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that when you are missing those chances in Bernabeu, maybe at the end you are remembering.
Well,
but Barcelona have now a player, Pete, who is going to launch all these counter-attacks with quality in the last pass, which is Dani Olmo. And he can give a lot to Barcelona if the game really breaks up and there are spaces to run.
By Mbappe, Winger forward to Vinicius. Bellingham sprinting forward as well. So is Lucas Vázquez. It might reach Lucas Vázquez. No, it doesn't. It's gathered by Iñaki Peña. Well, that's offside in any decade against Kylian Mbappe. Lucas Vázquez will take it. Back by Pedri. Modric. Olmo. He's having an immediate impact, Dani Olmo. Here's Rafinha. He's got Lamine running ahead of him. Lamine up against Mendy. Lewandowski's in the middle. Robert Lewandowski. Chance number 2 for the hat-trick, and he's blasted it over the top. Well, he scored 2 and missed 2.
But what a capacity of Barcelona now to break, to play counter-attack, and again all the balls passed by Dani Olmo, but Rafinha being physically very good. Let's see Vini.
Modric to Vinicius. Koundé slid in, and the referee has the yellow card in his hand, and there you go. So free kick to Real Madrid, and Koundé into the book.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen, I thought, but the scenario that you just said, it was Barcelona missing the chances that they could kill the game, and let's see if that does not pay off. But
yeah, because one goal from Real Madrid now can change everything. At Bernabeu, we could see it again. Barcelona at the moment is not the Borussia Dortmund, but the atmosphere at Bernabeu and the confidence and the DNA of the Real Madrid players. If they score now, it's going to be 20 long minutes for Barcelona.
Well, they could be out of sight, Barcelona, but they are very much not. Modric with the free kick. Looking for Bellingham. He got enough on it to make contact, but he couldn't steer it goalwards. It squirms wide.
no, it's onside.
It's onside.
Oh, what a chance again.
Yeah.
Well, he's not having as many chances as he did at the start last season for obvious reasons, but the ones he's having, they're not falling for him quite right at the moment. Here's Dani Olmo. Trying to play that through to Rafinha. Lewandowski. There's a chance here for Lamine Yamal, but Mendy wins it back well for Real Madrid. Back to Kubasi under pressure from Vinicius, out to Koundé.
Don't you see Hendrik coming on? I think it's 20 minutes.
Who's gonna
well, you have to take a midfielder. You have to take a midfielder.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're losing 2-0.
Yeah, but you keep 3 in the middle of the pitch, and one of them Luka.
Modric to Mbappe. This could be a chance for Real Madrid to get back into the game. And again, it's Iñaki Peña who makes the save. Well, that's the 3rd time in the game he's denied Mbappe. The first time in the first half. The flag was up anyway, but so far so good tonight for Iñaki Peña. Here's Vinicius up against Jules Koundé. Olmo heads away. Flags up.
I mean, the times that he had the 1v1s, he didn't finish well. So he could finish better. He just hit the goalkeeper. He had time to finish here. He finished very good previously when he was offside by crossing the ball to the far post. But that finish is very central finish, isn't it? It's in the middle.
Rafinha is fouled by Lucas.
Thinking of the Barcelona 3 strikers, of course there are possible substitutions, but I don't see Pau Victor and Ansu Fati coming on, considering the way that Lamine and Rafinha, Lewandowski are playing.
And now with the spaces in behind, look at the speed of Rafinha and Lamine.
Exactly.
Make again more difference.
Here's Rafinha. Lewandowski and Lamine are with him. Still Rafinha, dwelled too long on the ball, and Fede Valverde robbed him, but Madrid, well, in the end they go back for safety to Lunin.
All of Real Madrid players almost stopped.
Albi to Modric, to Rudiger. Lunin's kick out goes straight to Balde. Here's Rafinha. Pedri. Barcelona possession greeted by whistles from the Real Madrid supporters. Barcelona happy to go all the way back to Iñaki Peña. Out to Inigo Martinez. He's got Balde with him.
Good ball.
Finds Olmo, who's in acres of space, and he's got 3 good options ahead of him. Goes back to De Jong.
Well, much better Barcelona in the positional play, and just putting players in between the lines when Real Madrid are defending 2 lines of 4 very flat lines. So, well, the press is not their strength, isn't it? It's not their strong point. And now Barcelona with Olmo being very, very clever by reading the spaces.
And we were missing football without Luka, but now we are missing.
Whoa.
Well, it was a high foot from in work here from this set piece. He's played it into Mbappe, but the first touch wasn't the best, and it goes through to Iñaki Peña. We've seen a couple of times Matt, and we're watching him now, gulp down a couple more chewing gums, but he's not happy, Ancelotti, on the bench. Lots of gesticulating from him.
Indeed, Pete, he's very unhappy indeed. He's very furiously chewing his gum, more so than ever at the moment, and he's been trying to make some give some instructions to his team. Whether or not they're receiving them, I'm not too sure, because he's very, very unhappy indeed. And yes, as you can see there, Brahim coming on very shortly.
That's a great run from Vinicius, and he's dispossessed right on the edge of the area by Kubasi, and it was a clean tackle and a very good one. De Jong forward to Pedro, into Lewandowski. Olmo. To De Jong, and Barcelona enjoy another period of possession. Real Madrid can't come back into this game if they can't get on the ball. You can see that Brahim is about to come on for Madrid. One back by Militao, and well, I think they've spotted how far he's off his line.
Yeah.
Time in Iñaki Peña.
Yeah, that's a good effort, and Brahim is this type of player that he can create danger by himself. He doesn't need to do nothing else. He doesn't need to link, to associate, to pass to other players. He just give him the ball and he can do the danger. So as we're seeing the replay of the first goal of Robert Lewandowski, so well, Brahim for a midfielder.
Camavinga off.
Camavinga, of course, a midfielder.
Brahimon. Lewandowski jumping with Rudiger. Rafinha comes away with it. He's got Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal into the roof of the net. He scored his first goal in a Clasico, and surely it's the goal that gives Barca all 3 points here. We've seen some comebacks over the years from Real Madrid. It will be the comeback to end all comebacks. If they can win this one, they are 3-0 down. 2 from Lewandowski, 1 from Lamine Yamal. Real Madrid 0, Barcelona 3.
Well, Barcelona just waited for the right moment to kill Real Madrid on the counter-attack. The same that Real Madrid tried to do for 75 minutes. The spaces were very big. It is true that Real Madrid has been very offensive in the last minutes, and the spaces were big. But again, I think Dani Olmo's been crucial, and a great finish of Lamine.
You said 3-2, Chappie, so just missing 2 Madrid comeback goals. And
well, let's see. Again, a lost ball and good ball for Lamine. No angle, but look at the finish with the right foot. Top corner, unbelievable.
Well, the unstoppable Lamine Yamal, 17 years old, and much was spoken before the game about the fact that he had never scored in a Clasico. He hasn't played in too many, and he was on the bench in at least one of the 2 last season. But that makes it 3-0, and Real Madrid, Aitor, now. Well, it's going to be difficult for them to play out this last 10 minutes. They're 12 minutes or so, isn't it?
Yeah, because Barcelona is feeling really confident, building up. Real Madrid is not doing the pressure as well as they should do. Now without the Tchouaméni, the middle of the park is almost empty. The intensity of Barcelona, the second half is much higher than Real Madrid without the ball, with the ball. So now is a difficult time for Real Madrid.
Well, Militao left something on Lewandowski there, and he's still writhing in agony, and it's a free kick to Barcelona.
So the midfield of Real Madrid now is Modric and Valverde. That's it.
Yeah.
So 4-2-3-1 with these 2 players, and well, the rest of the players, of course, offensive players, but that means what we are seeing. It's difficult to defend.
Barcelona players like Rafinha, Lewandowski, Lamine, they are offensive, but when they are going to press high, they are going with intensity. So Real Madrid is playing with a lot of people up front, and the pressure is not as intense as it should have been.
Another yellow card, and we didn't see the incident, Matt, but we can see that it's Vinny who's been booked. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, it's Vinny who's gone in the book, and it's Pedri who was on the deck there. Took a nasty clash there with Vinicius, but he's up and back on his feet, and he looks absolutely fine. Just a word, Pete, on the fans. That 3rd goal seemed, you know, like one too much for many of the fans here in the Santiago Bernabéu. A few have decided to get up and leave, despite there being 10 minutes on the clock, and despite Real Madrid's reputation for magnificent remontadas, magnificent comebacks. So we'll see what happens, but not looking good, and I would say quite a lot of pessimism in the stands at the moment.
Well, we're not used to that at the Bernabéu. Another ball in behind that Real Madrid defence. De Jong with the cross, looking for Lewandowski, cleared by Militao. Baldi. Forward to Bellingham.
Well, we've seen so many remontadas, turning backs from Real Madrid, and it still is possible, but I still see Barcelona very, very strong. So I don't think that they drop the level at all.
Yeah, again. Look at the way that Lamine is going to press them. Lewandowski, Pedri now, Olmo. If they don't take the ball, look at the distance in between Lewandowski or with the defenders.
Bellingham into Vinicius. Decides to go it alone. Still Vinicius. Still Vinicius. He couldn't quite get the shot away in the end. It was Inigo Martinez who made the saving challenge.
Well, they asked him for a second yellow of Vinicius, but now it's yellow to protest. Well, it has to be seen.
It's the goalkeeper, Iñaki Peña. A sign of Madrid's desperation, maybe, that Vinicius thought, well, let's just see what happens here if I just try to slalom through the middle of the Barcelona defence, and he almost got the shot away in the end.
And unfortunately for Madrid, I thought we haven't seen anything from Brahim yet, so they don't have the capacity to take the ball with clarity to the strikers, isn't it?
Yeah, because again now he's taking the ball there, but look at the pressure of Olmo, the difference in between the teams.
Well, if you'd have said to Hansi Flick when he took over, you'll beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League 4-1, and then you'll be 3 up against Real Madrid in the first Clasico, he certainly would have taken that. That is the situation at the moment.
And a big result against Sevilla also.
And as well, yes, 5 at the weekend, last weekend against Sevilla. Now scored 36 goals in the league. To Lucas. The intensity is still there for Barcelona despite their advantage, and they win it back. 4 players surrounding Brahim there. Pedri tries to go through a gap, wasn't quite there. Modric sends that out to Vinicius. Mbappe, Koundé clears. The run to Valverde. Valverde will hit it. And Iñaki Peña makes the save.
Well, Real Madrid are trying, but there is not the same situation as we've seen so many times in the last minutes of the games in the Bernabeu, that they are pushing. They don't let the rival breathe. Well, in this case, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Another one over the top for Rafinha. This could be 4. Rafinha over the goalkeeper and unable to clear on the line. The 2 Real Madrid defenders, Rudiger was one of them. Rafinha celebrates. Rafinha hadn't scored against Real Madrid in a Clasico before this fixture. Neither had Lamine Yamal. They both have now. And it's Real Madrid 0, Football Club Barcelona 4. Madrid in a Clasico before this fixture.
It's difficult to talk about the same again, isn't it? So another fantastic ball. Rafinha wins the duel against Lucas Vázquez. A lot of space. Great finish again, but too easy, isn't it? Yeah. That's a long ball.
Look at the middle of the Militao. Where is he going? Lucas
was in front of him, ahead of him 4 or 5 yards, and still Rafinha got in front.
Well, it's a lovely finish from Rafinha. It's his 6th goal of the season in the league. Lamine Yamal has 5. Lewandowski has 14. They are Europe's hottest front 3, there's no question about that. And there's another change, Matt.
There is indeed, Pete. It's a straight swap. It's going to be Ferland Mendy's come off and Fran Garcia has come on to replace him.
And we saw Marcus Sorg, it looked as if he was getting involved after the goal, maybe with the Madrid bench. We didn't see it clearly. I don't know if you saw anything from your vantage point, but it's not a great place to be at the moment. I'm sure the Real Madrid bench, the Real Madrid technical area.
Tension's very, very high indeed. I think that's probably because of the effusive celebrations we saw on the Barcelona bench. All of the subs jumped up, they were jumping around and let's say milking it a little bit, so you can understand the frustration from a Real Madrid perspective, but no, not an ideal place to be at the moment, the Real Madrid bench.
Vinicius finds Bellingham. Bellingham's dispossessed by Pedri. Olmo. One back by Valverde, but runs to Pedri again. Lewandowski takes another one from Militao. The yellow card's come out for Militao. Lewandowski will probably think that yellow card is a little bit overdue.
And Gavi's going to come on, yeah?
That's right, Chappie. It looks like it's going to be Gavi coming on. Let's just see who that's going to be for. By the looks of things, it's going to be Pedri.
So Gavi got his first minutes last weekend against Sevilla, and the Barcelona supporters greeted his return 12 months out, coming on for 12 months out, and replaces Pedri.
Well, Gavi, that he has to be, of course, this season a very important player for Barcelona when he recovers, when he's fully fit. But what about Pedri? What an excellent game of football that he has played with and without the ball. Fantastic. Pedri back to his top, isn't it?
Yeah, Pedri is the kind of player that looking at him, you think that the football is easy to play.
Exactly.
Has anyone tonight in a Barcelona shirt, Chappie, not been at their absolute best?
No, I think all of them have been fantastic.
And the obvious question, Aita, is has anyone in a Real Madrid shirt been at the level that we would expect from them in this sort of game?
I think all of them, but especially if Mbappé had scored the first chances, maybe the game has changed, but I think everybody could do more.
What a season of this player also, Rafinha, isn't it?
So that's the incident that we half saw a moment ago, and we've seen it a little bit more clearly there. This is Lewandowski up against Rudiger. Rafinha couldn't quite wrap his foot around that for 5. 2 minutes left, and Madrid.
But that's the wall upside down, isn't it? It's Barcelona contra-attacking, and normally it should be the opposite. And they have improved hugely with this season in these offensive transitions.
Season all very well, Hansi Flick wanting Barcelona to play a certain way. Will they be able to? Well, he's proving so far that they can play that way.
Well, still Christensen injured, Araujo injured, Gavi not 100%, Dani Olmo not 100%.
Last pass from Bellingham to send Mbappé away. Vinicius. Against Gavi. He's lost none of his aggression. The yellow card came out there, presumably it was for Gavi.
It was for Gavi, just to confirm that.
Which takes the free kick. Lewandowski heads away. Dani Olmo. Lamine Yamal is with him, so is Rafinha. 3 against 3. Militao's desperately trying to get back.
7 players arriving in the counter-attack for Barcelona. That's what we thought. 90th minute, I thought.
Vinicius turns away from Koundé. Mbappé honing in on Iñaki Peña's goal, and again Iñaki Peña blocks. What a night Iñaki Peña's.
Yeah, what you said about any player of Barcelona, we're not at his top. And possibly you might think of the goalkeeper, but he's been extraordinary also. And offside, I think, of Mbappé once again. So on paper, Szczesny will have to wait, isn't it?
Well, if he keeps playing this way, he might wait all season. Played 10 games last season, Iñaki Peña, when Ter Stegen was out. It didn't go well, not particularly because of he made mistakes, but the team did concede a lot of goals while Ter Stegen was out. Looks like being a clean sheet tonight. 2 minutes have been added on. We've got one of those 2 minutes left.
So replay of Lamin's goal. Very tight angle with the right foot. Well,
how do Real Madrid pick themselves up from this, Aitor? What does Carlos say in his press conference?
I think it's not too much to say. Barcelona has been much better, especially the second half, and you know, the substitutions that we were expecting more football from Real Madrid with Luka, and we didn't have that football, and even we lost the spaces in the middle of the pitch.
Lamine Yamal away from Valverde, still got Fran Garcia to contend with. He clears. And there goes.
It's a very painful loss, but it's only one game. They will keep going until the end for sure, and there will be contenders for everything, but we stay with the happiness of the Barcelona players, of course.
Well, my thanks to Aitor and to Chapi. We're now going to hear from Casado.
We lose. That's it. Four zero. Goodbye then. The stream ends.